What's up, everyone? Happy day 62? Vlogmas day number 8? Guys, I'm losing count. All right, I have to be quick because I need to get myself ready to go to our Off-Broadway show to see Beetlejuice. So I'm kicking off with this first, okay? That's all I gotta say. We're starting with this. All right, so day number 8, where are you? All right, she's down here on the bottom. Let's see what we got. Face, Eyes, Sephora Hydrating Cleansing Wipes. Okay. All right, I can get with this. I could, this is not bad. This is practical. Not a bad gift. But I know someone who's traveling to Morocco that this will be more practical for them. This is great for like when you're on the plane. I'm just saying. Hydrating wipes, that's like a whole packing tip within itself. Okay, so recapping what we have so far. We got Miss Sylvia. We have mascara. We got white nail polish. We got body wash. Watermelon face mask. Miss D's daughter's going to love this. She already told me. And yesterday's item that I said I'm not going to say anything mean. I'm not saying that we can't wear lip liner. I just was told we don't need lip liner when I was a kid. But that's all I have to say. So, all right. As far as challenge today, I am going to be working on paper en route to the show because I've done that before. I will be walking around quite a bit downtown Tucson, so that's where I will get my movement in. And what else? What else is going on today? That's the main, I would say that's the main gig of the day. So anyhow, I have a lot going on. I do have to go, so this is going to be very quick. And maybe I'll insert this at the end of the video. No, I got to insert it at the beginning because I already welcomed y'all to another day of the challenge. So anyways, the next couple of clips will be whatever they're going to be. So I hope y'all enjoy. Later. Hey guys, all right, so I'm actually recording this on Vlogmas day number 9, but I need to give you guys some travel tips for Vlogmas day number 8. So this video will be included from yesterday's recording, us going to Beetlejuice and all the things. First off, because I'm actually in a hotel, I was like, you know what? I need to share something with them really quick. All right, so travel tip. I have been using this little pouch for all of my electronical stuff in terms of wires for years. And actually before like the influencers were like, oh, you should use this, like the aesthetically pleasing stuff. Guys, I've been doing that for a long time. There are so many different types of pouches out there. You can have a pouch for your camera, for your lenses. I have basically my my phone charger will go here. I also have some little earbuds that I keep. I don't necessarily wear them all the time, but I have them just in case I forget my actual Beats that I wear. And when I'm traveling, I also have a jetpack. I invested into one of these as an entrepreneur. It just is really valuable, especially like I don't have to pay for internet to stay in this hotel. So, which is nice. And then I have all of my other like cords and stuff that I need to like charge my camera and things like that. It's all right here, and it's a nice small pouch. It's very handy. And then also I have one of these chargers that charges my phone and my watch. I still tend to charge them individually because that's just my habit. So, but it's just nice because it's a 2-for-1 instead of having to have like one for your phone and then one for your watch. That's just a couple of tips. And then also what I like to do, granted, if you're going overseas, this is great for when I'm traveling stateside. I've had this clear pouch for probably a decade. This has all of my medication, emergency things that I would need, everything that I would need. It's all in this pouch. Now, when I was flying overseas this summer, it was a challenge, because going through London, there were just certain liquids. All the liquids had to be in a very specific type of bag, which they provided you, and it is smaller than like our. It's a little bit bigger than our 3/4 bag that we use stateside for all of our liquids to go through TSA. But even for us here in the States, we don't. The way TSA operates, it's strict, but not the level of strictness that I went through in London. It was like I got off the plane, my BFF and I got off the plane. We had to go through a completely different security system before we could even connect to our flight. It was a whole thing. I'm not even gonna lie. And I did not realize how many liquids I actually had until we were flying. Seriously, it was until we were having to put all that stuff in the pouch. Lastly, and I will say, have I ever tried to use those little like pill dividers and all that stuff? Yes, I have. I prefer, in terms of space, because when you're traveling, this is an empty pouch. I like to use these little pouches. I found them on Amazon, and they're great for like my vitamins that I take every day. And so I rather just load them up with the same vitamin that I need. Like this is all magnesium, or I've done it to where all of my morning vitamins are in the same pouch. You can do it in several different ways. More recently, I've been just putting like, okay, I need this many for this day, and it's just made it a lot easier, and just putting them all in the same type of vitamin in the same pouch. Ooh, how could I forget this? Now I'm remembering. I'm like digging through. I'm like, ooh, this is good too. Okay, so let me just say this. I've never camped a day in my life until I was like 32, 33. Actually, I have a whole podcast episode about it. And shouts out to my friends, Ginger and Monica, for taking me. And also for when our great niece, she was a Girl Scout. So obviously I had to camp there too, because we were in a very active troop. But something else you can invest into is these little soaps. They're like sheets of hand soap. So you just pull out a little sheet. I'm not gonna pull it out, but anyways, you put it in your hand, put it underneath water, and boom, your hands are clean. If you didn't know that you can get greens in a pouch, you can. Like if you need something like that, those come in a pouch. If you need Benefiber, those come in a pouch instead of having to drag that jug around. I don't know if you've ever heard of like multi-purpose towelettes. I keep these on hand at all times. I'm a bit of a germaphobe, like a borderline germaphobe. We're not even going to get into that, but this is great. And I'm trying to see if there was something else in my pouch that I like to always have, where it's not necessarily required, but it's just something that I like to travel with. Oh yeah, having a good lip balm is also invaluable. Altoids are good, especially when you're flying. And these little containers are great because you can convert them into other things. So one time I traveled and I forgot my earrings. So now I always keep like little hair ties. Notice I didn't say Miss Sylvia. I keep little hair ties and one little extra pair of earrings. This was back, I used to only have like 2 holes in my ears. So, and for years I never kept anything in my second hole, and it was a whole thing. But anyways, because 88-year-old Nana has 3 holes in her ear, I was like, my goal is to have 3. Technically I have 4 because I have 4 on the side. But those are just some things that I do keep on hand. These little towelettes and these little hand soaps, I found these on Amazon. And yeah, if you want more information about that, I'm happy to share. And then also I wanted to respond back to Dee. She put underneath in one of her videos, she was like, how many pairs of underwear should I take for a 2-month trip? I don't know why when she mentioned it, and then I was like writing in the comments, it clicked in my mind about when I was a kid, we typically were living out of our suitcases like 2 to 3 months at a time. At one point, we lived out of our suitcase when we came from Turkey to San Antonio. We were living, I think we lived out of our suitcase about 2 months. And then we had like, for those of you that are like non-military and you're coming from overseas, basically they would allow you to, like, you would ship all your stuff, but you could do like what's called kind of like a smaller shipment, for lack of better terms. And that smaller shipment would allow you to put items that you would need. So we had to wait until that smaller shipment arrived. And basically my brother and I shared a room. I'm 5.5 years older than him. He was playing football. Need I say more? I was 15, he was 10. And yeah, we're super close for a variety of reasons, and a lot of it has to do with the fact that we were kind of forced to be in the same space all the time as kids. Thankfully, we get along just fine. But anyways, I remember my mom would say you can pack 21 outfits. And again, this is long before like influencers and all these people came out with stuff. Let me tell you something. We're not new to this. We are true to this. We are so true to this. Even though I know she would say 21 outfits, I'm pretty sure I still did like 25. Because, yeah. And this was pre-TSA days where I don't think they were like weighing stuff the way that they weigh it now. Like you weren't paying extra for bags and all this other business. But anyways, so I recommend 21 days worth of clothes. And I honestly think it's a good sweet spot because obviously you're going to have access to laundry. But 21 days is just, it's not too much. It's not 30 days worth of clothes, but it's just enough amount of like outfits and things that can basically get you through those 2 months. Now, I think to accomplish the 21 days, nobody's going to see you. I'm on this side. Trust me. I've already moved everything from over here to over there. Somebody just walked out. But I'm guaranteeing he won't be on camera. But what I will say is, y'all can't see him. He might as well have crawled on the ground to grab those jeans. Anyways, but you could also approach it like capsule style. Like you can pack like 2 dresses and like, I don't know, 7 pairs of pants, but like 2 tops per each pant or each bottom. I think there's different ways in which you can mix and match it depending on weather, but this is not coming from my recommended tips. This is just pure experience of what I'm sharing. So, all right, I gave you guys travel tips or like extra travel tips for the day. I also, y'all already saw the Avid Day calendar. I made sure I did that before I left the house. And all the rest of the clips are going to be us at Beetlejuice and dinner last night and a couple of shots from our hotel. This is the same place we stayed at a month or so ago. I think a month ago at this point. But now I'm going to be getting myself ready to go. I'm getting ready to go to a book exchange planner event, and the next time y'all see me, I should be back home. So, all right, later guys. Have a good day, have a good night, and I'll see you next time.